Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be putting together this thank you card. This uses two stamp sets. It uses the Everything Amazing photopolymer stamp set from the annual catalogue and the Beauty Abounds Cling stamp set, also from the annual catalogue. This card I've put together for some of my friends at Stamping Up. So I'm heading off to On Stage, and the demonstrator support team at Stamping Up are amazing. They help me out so much. So I thought I'd make them a card and send them some treats and tell them that they are amazing. So this is the card we've made. For this card, you're going to need your Whisper White 10 fold cardstock. So this is your A4 piece of paper, cut in half, scored in half and folded. You're going to need a backing sheet of Basic Black. So this is 14.3 centimetres. Nope, 14.3 centimetres that way by 10 centimetres that way. A piece of Whisper White to pop on top. So this is 13.8 centimetres by 9.5 centimetres. And then I've got some vellum. The vellum is 8 centimetres by 12.3 centimetres. I've also got some scrap Whisper White and Basic Black for the sentiments and bits at the back. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do the base first so that can get dry in while we do the top. I'm just going to bring in some scrap paper because I'm going to be stamping off the card. The colours I have got are Pineapple Punch, which I'm going to start with, Gorgeous Grape, Lovely Lipstick, Granny Apple Green and Coastal Cabana. I'm using these grungy bits from Beauty Abounds. So I've got this one and this one. This one I'm using with Granny Apple Green only, and I'm using all of the other colours with this big one here. So I'm just going to ink it up. I've got my chamois close because I'm going to be changing colour quite regularly. So I'm just going to pop that on. I think I'm going to do 3 splodges of each. Then I can come back if I need any more. Told you to have your chamois close. I've closed mine and put it at the side. Not very clever. There we go. Coastal Cabana. Now for Coastal Cabana, my ink pad's a little bit juicy-loosey. So I'm going to actually stamp it, stamp off, and then stamp on. Like that. If yours isn't too juicy or you want the darker colour, go ahead. But for me, it was playing up for me today. It was not behaving. So I'll do 3 of those ones. Granny Apple Green is going to be my small bit, which I put in at the end. So Gorgeous Grape next, I think. Don't forget to clean in between. And I'm turning it round so that I can get different parts of the stamp so it doesn't all look the same. And there we go. Let's go down that way. 3 of that one. Oh, that hasn't wiped off very well. I can see that. Yeah. They look good. These dark colours, you just need to give them an extra bit of a wipe. Okay. So, Lovely Lipstick. I love Lovely Lipstick. Isn't it just a gorgeous colour? I think it's amazing. There we go. And then Granny Apple Green, and like I said, I'm using the smaller one for that. So this bit here is actually where my sentiment goes on my card. If you look over, it kind of goes in the middle, so you don't really need to have anything behind it. So I'm just going to pop that one there, pop that one there. perhaps there, I'm actually going to come in with Coastal Cabana. I'm going to use the big one, just pop a splodge in there. Really good wipe because I had lovely lipstick on it last time and that can sometimes be a pain. So stamp off and stamp on. There we go. Happy with that. So now what I'm using is the Crystal Effects. These are the shimmery crystal effects that are in the holiday catalogue. These are amazing. I love these. I'd never really used Crystal Effects before, but they're so good. And when you twist the top off, you get a little applicator. And there is a right and wrong way. It's kind of slanted. So if you can see that, if that's clear. So it just comes out. And I'm picking these little dots and that little dot on each one. So I'm just going to come along, push it out, and it's kind of like, you know, when you have like a dimensional or an embellishment that goes on the card, it's just like that. It makes those bits 3D with glitter. I love glitter. And I like putting 3D embellishments on, really. So this is why I'm doing this before doing the rest of it, so it gives it a chance to dry. Now the bits in the middle I'm not going to bother with because that's going to be underneath the vellum. You could do it, but to me it's just going to be a waste of your Crystal Effects because, like I said, it's going to be hidden away by the vellum. Yeah, the guys in Demonstrator Support are so helpful all the time. I have a really heavy-handed postman, really heavy-handed. He doesn't actually break any products. All my products are delivered fine generally. What he tends to break is the stamp set cases. And so probably like every delivery, every other delivery, my stamp set cases are broken. I don't know whether it's him actually. That's very unfair of me saying that. They get delivered to a shop because they get delivered while I'm at work. And then I go and pick them up using the card. And I'm not sure if it's the shop that is heavy-handed or my UPS driver. So one of them somewhere seems to break them. And I message Demonstrator Support and they never go, what, again, or anything. They just help. I'm just going to put some on the green bits as well. So I'm doing the little circle on the green and then the second largest one. Like I said, I wasn't going to do the middle. I am actually going to do the middle for continuity just so you can see it through. Just because I've done the others and I'm a bit OCD and I like everything matching. And just because they won't know it's there, I'll know it's there. I've got that thing in my hand. You know when you get writer's cramp because you're pushing? Yeah. So we'll finish that off quickly. There we go. So let me just bring that up to the camera so you can see. And it's kind of gone 3D. It's made it brighter. And they all glitter. I know the light's not very good. I think we're going to get a storm here. I'm going to move that aside so it can dry while we carry on with everything else. That's very Blue Peter of me. So I'm just going to bring my Stamparatus in. I've got my 2 mats on here because I'm using photopolymer. And I've got some Whisper White cardstock here. I ran out of scraps, so I'm on a new piece. I know. It's very unlike me. I normally have scraps after scraps of Whisper White. But I did some batch making the other day and used all of them. It's always a bit more useful if you put your stamp set underneath on your Stamparatus because it allows you to push down then and it's okay. And I'm using Memento. I'm going to double stamp this so that I get a nice crisp image, but this stamp is generally darker down the bottom than it is at the top, which I think is really nice. It gives it a really nice effect. So don't worry when you first see it. But it's darker down the bottom and it goes up light, and I think that's a great effect on it. I'm going to do it twice because it's a big stamp and I want to make sure I've got all the detail in. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that stamp set. But I won't shut it, I haven't cleaned it. I have a messy mat. Right, so this bit here could take any of these. So you could put "You are an amazing friend," which is what we're going to do, or "Wishing you an amazing birthday," or "You will do amazing things." You know, you could mix and match and play around with these. Like I said, I'm going to do "You are an amazing friend" because they are pretty good. And I'm just going to put that sideways so I can see that I'm in the right place. I can't work it. In fact, I'm not even going to do that. Where am I going to do this? I don't want to get my head in, but I want to make sure that I'm on my line. So "You are an..." Yeah, pretty much. It is so hard stamping with a camera that's like here, because that seems to be where I want to put my head. "You are an amazing friend." There we go. For all of those fussy cutters among us, I'm going to be doing 2 lots of fussy cutting, and I'm not even sorry. I like fussy cutting. I'm going to fast forward it for you. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fussy cut all the way around here. Then I'm going to stick it onto some scrap basic black that I've got, and I'm going to fussy cut it out again. But I'm going to put it onto a bit of a quicker setting for you so it doesn't take up all your time watching me fussy cut. And I will see you once I've done that. So there we go, I fussy cut that all out. I'm going to bring in my 10th fold cardstock now and my basic black background. I'm just going to stick that down. And I'm hoping that my Crystal Effects is now dried. I'm not that hopeful, but I am hoping. Even if it's just gone so it's tacky, so I can, for you, the video, just, you know, use it. Let me just grab a piece of basic black because I forgot to do that. I'm just going to cut this strip of basic black so it's the same, roughly the same size as the base. I should have done that first so I knew it was the right size. I'm going to stick this across the middle of the card here underneath the sentiment. Okay, so let's check on my Crystal Effects piece. What are you reckoning? Oh, it's tacky, tacky, tacky. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to guesstimate where this will go on here. Because I can't turn this upside down. I'll get it stuck on my base. I don't want to leave you waiting for like any longer really. Could always use your heat tool. That would be a good idea actually. Can't use it on my video, I'd have to go and find it, plug it in and everything else. So the strip that you've just done for the base, was that it? Yeah, that was it. I'm just going to pop some glue on it and stick it down in the middle as a belly band. There we go. Now, a lot of people ask how you stick vellum without it seeing. Good question. You don't want to put any glue where you're going to see it, so you're actually going to use the whole of this strip here to hide the glue that's on the vellum. So I'm just going to grab some snail and I'm going to run it from sort of there to there. Okay, and I'm a bit worried about my Crystal Effects here messing my vellum up. In fact, I'm very worried about my Crystal Effects messing my vellum up, but I want to show you how it will look. So actually, you know what? I'm going to find my heat tool and do what I've just told you. And I'm sorry I've knocked you. I've got a high bun on my head today, and it's dangerous. So I'm just going to heat tool it. If you've got your volume on, you might want to turn it down a bit. Check it. That's better. It's just tacky now, so it shouldn't really affect my vellum. I really didn't want to get that all messy. So I'm just going to pop that down. There we go. So yeah, it does look a mess with the vellum in the middle. That's why you never want to let the adhesive be seen under vellum. As soon as I put my sentiment over the top, you're not going to see that. So I'm just going to pop some dimensionals on it. It's handy though, I thought, about my heat tool. Otherwise we'd have been here for another 5 or so minutes waiting for those to dry. Good thinking, good thinking. I'm just going to pop that over the top there. And that is the card. What do you think? I was hopeful that it would be fine for both men and women. I think so. I think it does it. Thanks for joining me today. All of the details will be over on my blog, and you will be able to purchase any of these items if you just go up to the header and click on buy. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.